Hi, in this video we present BOAT, Bug Localization Experimental Platform, which is a web application that can be used to compare various bug localization techniques. BOAT contains thousands of bug reports with known defective source code files. BOAT is already preloaded with several state-of-the-art bug localization techniques, and researchers can directly compare their newly proposed techniques against these existing techniques. This comparison can raise the bar for bug localization techniques and promote researchers to find new ways to improve their techniques. Software managers and developers can select the best techniques for finding and fixing bugs quickly, and thus helping them save their time, which can be utilized for other purposes such as adding new features to the software. BOAT consists of three components: data collection component, local debugging component, and remote execution component. The data collection component performs three functions. It analyzes software projects to find bug reports. It collects the code before the corresponding bugs are fixed. And finally, it collects the corresponding buggy files that get fixed. The local debugging component supports researchers to create BOAT compatible executables of their bug localization techniques in their own local environments. Researchers can interact with the local debugging component through a RESTful web service. Researchers can create an account on BOAT, which allows them to fetch a limited number of bug reports, the code before these bugs are fixed, and the defective source code files. By doing so, it reduces the debugging effort after researchers upload their executable files in BOAT. The remote execution component runs the uploaded executables of bug localization techniques against the dataset collected by the data collection component and returns the results to the developers. Here is an example of bug localization algorithm which uses the vector space model. Researchers can run their algorithm locally against these downloaded bug reports. Here are the results of one of the projects named log4php. The results are ordered in the form of bug ID followed by the corresponding ranking of files which might have caused this bug. After researchers run their algorithm locally, they can upload their algorithm using the remote execution component to evaluate their technique against a large number of bug reports stored online. This is the homepage of BOAT, which gives basic information and how to interact with our platform. The website also has a dashboard which features the results of algorithms of top 10 users and the corresponding values of various evaluation metrics such as top 1 and top 5. Researchers can use their username and password information to log in to the system. For testing purpose, you can use username Shinyu and password 123456. After logging in, the researchers can see the menu, which is divided into three parts. On the extreme left, users can use Navigator to navigate between File Management, Job Management, and Bug Viewer. Under Bug Viewer, researchers can see the information about the bug reports of various projects. File Management, which is also the working directory of the user, is divided into two subfolders. Projects subfolder contains all the projects and their corresponding source code files we collect. These projects are used to evaluate the technique uploaded by the researcher. The Programs subfolder contains the source code of the technique written by the researcher. Researchers can upload their bug localization algorithms on BOAT. Uploading, the researchers have the freedom to define the way to run the algorithm under the Job Management menu. Here is an example on how to run the algorithm against one of the projects. The researcher can specify parameters under command line and use the run button to evaluate their algorithm. While the algorithm is running, the researcher can use the log file to check the runtime information of the algorithm. The log file also contains the bug ID and the ranking of the source code files which could have caused that bug. After the algorithm has finished running, the researcher can see the information on the dashboard, which contains the values of various evaluation metrics for the projects against which the algorithm was ran. After the evaluation is finished, the remote execution component updates the names of the users whose algorithms are among the top 10. Thank you for your attention.